unfortunate, but it will be a Lapras ban and a Zacian ban, actually.
Yeah, nice. Nice bans right there.
Right, they respond with potentially a Slowbro.
Yeah.
Of course, still one of the better defenders, like I've already said a few times today, I think.
Yeah, Slowbro getting some Slowbro loving. And with that, it's going to be
A Hooper, of course.
A Hooper there.
A lovely pick. We've seen it being used a lot today. To great effect, if you ask me.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. And to counter that, they're going for the Blissey and the Leafeon, maybe? Yes, a Leafeon pick.
Well, we have seen what GW6 they were for Leafeon last game, so if Squid Squad can do the same thing, we're in for a threat for sure.
Yes, I totally agree with you there.
But what will they respond with? A Mew and a Buzzwole. Interesting. Yes. Two months we haven't even seen today yet, so really interested to see what they can do.
I totally agree with you. And Umbreon, maybe. We haven't seen a lot of Umbreon.
Oh yeah, but they do switch it out. I wanted to say, if you do pick up the Umbreon with like the mean look and get like a snipe shot and beam into it, it could be really painful, but they decided to opt in to get the Trevenant in. Of course, Woodhammer can be such a huge pain in the ass as well.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And what the thing that you got to look out for is that the Buzzwole is going to need its stacks early on to do that damage. And Urshifu comes out to say hi for the team of Misfits. So, what do you think about this team comp? No Garchomp.
No Garchomp. Maybe we can see it in a later stage of the match. I'm not sure.
We do not have Nudo in today, who does normally play the Garchomp.
Well, that might be the reason then, but it should be all fine. Yeah. I still think that both teams have drafted a nice little comp here.
I totally agree with you there. And I think it's a 50-50 comp, and let's see what's in store for both teams. For me, you got the Blissey with the heals, the Inteleon and Venu with the sniping secures of the beams and the snipe shot, and Indo with the Solar Blade. So, for the first game of tonight, we have got the Blissey. We got Luigi on the Inteleon, Trevenant, Senji, GW6 Blissey, Indu, Leafeon, Burton on the Venu, Dampon, Rosum, Slowbro, Dira on the Mew, Dox on the Hooper, Cora on the Buzzwole, and Urshifu with the smiley face.
You're gonna love a good little smiley face there, of course.
Of course, and let's see where they're gonna go. So Squishy Squad up top, we have got the Blissey and the Leafeon. In jungle, we got the Venu, and down bottom, we have got the Inteleon and the Trevenant. For Misfits, we've got the Slowbro and the Mew. Into jungle, the mighty jungle, Urshifu getting assistance from the Hooper, who's got the red buff there, and Leafeon up top there with Buzzwole getting his stacks there as well, trying to steal them from the Blissey.
Yes, but Blissey, of course, with some good secure there. Leafeon is now online, so there could be a lot of problem for the Buzzwole, but the Buzzwole actually managed to turn this fight around and actually take down the Leafeon there.
And there we go. We got some trouble there with... Earlier, we got the Inteleon taking out the Slowbro early on, but then countering it up top with the Leafeon on his own. And then we got... It seems to me that Urshifu's picking up some stuff around up top there, and down bottom we got up top, actually, Leafeon taking out the Hooper.
Oh yeah, but there is the Urshifu going in, seeing if it can do anything, because it does do a lot of damage. Actually, he takes down one. Yeah. Could it go for more, Ian?
Urshifu going Rapid Strike, just comboing it up, avoiding the Leaf Blade. And Blissey trying to make sure that the Buzzy stays non-stacking.
Meanwhile, and he is just fighting on that tier 2 pet right now. That's just disgusting here.
Taunting them, really. Taunting Squishy Squad. And now down goes the smiley face Urshifu.
Yes, it took them a while to get him down, but they do manage to do it in the end. But he did take down, I think, 2, maybe even 3 months
Yeah.
in the process there.
Blissey egging, I believe that was the Hooper there. And the Urshifu is back in his jungle, ready for the bees. Looks like Blissey's going to take it. No, he seems like he actually slapped the Hooper away. And there we go. All for Squishy Squad.
Yeah, some free XP going over to Squishy Squad and a big Solar Blade hitting both Korra and Dux there, doing a lot of damage to them.
Yes, so...
Oh, what a wonderful timing on the Solar Blade as well, hitting the Buzzwole straight when it came out of the portal there.
Yes, I totally agree with you there. With the Urshifu rotating down bottom to get ready, maybe, for the Reggies. No, he's going to go back up top and support the Hooper and the Buzzwole. And Buzzwole smackdown, throwing everyone around. And then we go down bot. We've got Trevenant taking out Slowbro, leaving Misfits in a 3v1 situation. The Mew trying to do his best to defend the Inteleon, Veen, Ivysaur, and the tree, but to no prevail.
Oh yeah, taking down the tier 1 on the bot side means that they will get the free bottom Reggie, but it means Misfits will actually go for the top one.
Yes, and
They are grinding on it, but of course, the Buzzwole isn't the fastest Ripper here, with both of his moves not being able to hit against the Reggie.
Panda laying the smackdown on everyone, defending it so that Buzzwole, Mew, and the Hooper get the Regieleki in. Big ult there by Burton, trying to scare off the Buzzy, trying to swat it away. But Mew taking down the Leafeon right there. And in there, it got slowed there. But Tree comes in with a big branch poke there. Slowbro
so much happening right now. They're taking each other down, left, right, and center. But still, the Regieleki is being hurled out. So it's still a good defense from the Squishy Squad side.
Really good defense, especially as Misfits are using the Hooper portals to good effect. But Misfits back off away from it because they know that they don't want to give the levels to Squishy Squad if they perish.
Definitely this way they can just continue to farm and get their XP up, because if you stay there for too long, you just lose so much farm.
Big blade there onto the Hooper, taking it away. And now a two-step Emerald Fusion, and then Buzzwole counteracts it with a Unite onto the Blissey.
As well as the Urshifu fighting with the Venusaur and being taken down in the middle area.
Yes, I totally agree with you there. That was a smart play there. Get out the Urshifu, make sure he doesn't get his levels in, and because that's going to be the big threat for Misfits.
Oh yeah, definitely. But so far the game is pretty even, if you ask me. Of course, there's a little point lead on the side of Squishy Squad, but it seems like that won't take that long.
Got some good mathematics there by Misfits, getting the tier 1 down and putting them in the lead by 10 points. And
another extra few points on the tier 2 as well.
Yeah.
But they do potentially give away the bottom Reggie here.
Nice snipe shot there by the Inteleon there. But now Misfits look to counteract and try and get some levels by taking down Squishy Squad. Inteleon goes up there, taking down a couple of people. Mew tries to surf on it. Leafeon tries to protect it. Venu takes down the Hooper.
Yes, Squishy Squad now just cleaning house there. It was like a good start of the fight for Misfits, but Squishy Squad, especially the ulti from the Venusaur, they just changed the whole fight there. They do manage to stay alive and take down all of Misfits there.
I totally agree with you there. With that being said, who do you think's had the stronger 5 minutes there, Iron?
Well, I think it's really, really close to each other, I think. Both had like some really good fights, really good moments, and they're quite even in points as well. So it's really hard to tell right now. Both are doing a phenomenal job so far.
I totally agree with you. This is probably one of the closest games so far today, in my opinion, with Misfits hanging in there against Squishy Squad, which is nice to see, as you normally see Squishy Squad run absolutely riot with some teams.
Definitely, it's a really good showing so far for Misfits, but of course we never know how the game ends until Quasar is dead.
As Pseudo Legends pointed it out today, by stealing the Ray 2 times and getting a 2-1 win over past primates.
Yes, that was definitely a result I don't think many saw coming.
Yes, neither of us saw that coming, to be perfectly honest with you. But now Squishy Squad looking to rip this Reggie Lecky. Misfits patiently waiting to take the chance to steal it. Boswell tries to throw it, and he gets it. Throwing hit. The other
lovely,
Mon onto
lovely
it.
secure. And on the bot side, the Urshifu is just having some fun with the Trevenant here.
Kung Fu Panda having a sparring match with Trevenant here. Going, I'm going to get some battle damage farming up on you.
The Venusaur almost being a target of the Regieleki here, getting taken quite low by the Regieleki.
Yeah, leaving it now to the Inteleon to take it, because we don't want to see another Regieleki victim. And the Kung Fu Panda takes it. With the Reggie Steel.
Yes, that's a lovely little buff to have going into Quasar though, but on the top side, Inteleon is putting in a big 50 there.
Would you say that's smart to dunk the 50 there, with it 10 seconds being at Ray? Could they have hold off maybe a little bit and get a hundo dunk in?
Well, that's a good question. I think if they decided to wait out a little bit longer, they might be getting caught off guard and just get one-shotted. So I think it's a good decision to just put it in there.
The Buzzwell have gone up there, and maybe the Inteleon wouldn't have got that hundo win. And as we see, for the Ray fight, it's 158 to Misfits, 149 to Squishy Squad.
Oh yeah, it's a really close one. Neither of the teams will probably know that they are in the lead, because it probably will say that this is going to be a really close one.
Meanwhile, Urshifu just casually walking, backcapping. If you were a solo queue player there, you would be absolutely furious with your Urshifu.
Well, it's probably going to be a call being made by the team to go for it. In the meantime, he was just getting ported back in, and the Leafeon is outside of the fight,
there
so
we
they
go.
can easily
Venu
start
takes
off the
down the Buzzwell. Slow beam. And then the Hooper takes down Venu. It's a 4v4 situation that we got here. Leafeon up top on his own. Mew tackling it. Making sure it's all there. Pushing it a little bit.
Inteleon! Oh, what a snipe from the Inteleon there.
Inteleon doing a 360 no-scope on the Hooper right there. And now Misfit in Squishy Squad know that they have to push for it. Two-step Emerald Fusion there. Onto the Buzzy Buzzwell. And Mew retreating. But Kung Fu Panda takes out the tree. Are we going to see an upset in the first round with Squishy Squad taking the first point?
It might as well be. Misfit is playing a fantastic Ray fight so
Meanwhile,
far.
we got Slowbro. We got Slowbro coming down. Squishy's gone unaware. And now they have to rip it. They have to rip it.
But they can't. They're just being taken down by Misfits. Misfits takes this first game in a fantastic fashion. They really showed up today.
Yeah, Misfits.
They're going to put in another 100 points on the top side as well.
Misfits.
Lovely play from Misfits.
Congratulations, Misfits, for getting the first dub.
Oh yeah, a lovely first game. Really well played from both sides. Misfits just having that little lead and just playing the Ray fight perfectly there. Yes. A really, really well played game from them.
I totally agree with you. And with that, that's 1-0 to Misfits. With a score of 137 to Misfits. 149 to Squishy Squad. What do you think Squishy Squad can do? Yes, I agree with you. And maybe Misfits might take the Hooper for themselves right now.
Misfits, of course, selecting the Slowbro. You don't want to leave that open if it's available. So that does mean that Squish Squad potentially can actually pick up the Hooper themselves if they want to. Seems like they will pick away the Urshifu then. And the Hooper, alright.
Two good picks right there.
And oh yeah, they saw what Misfits did the first game, so they said, like, we can do that as well.
Yeah, they literally watched them play the first game, like, you know what? These two were the most troubled Mons. And we are gonna take them away from you.
Oh yeah, and as we get a Lucario from Dox being locked in, as well as a Mew from Dera. We of course saw him play the Mew last game as well, being like an excellent Mew player there.
Oh, I saw a chicken nugget appear on my screen and I got excited there.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have no KFC just yet.
Oh, that's a shame, but they do go for Big Buzzwole and Trevenant right there for Squishy Squad. And what do they counter with now that they don't have the Buzzwole, the Hooper, and the Urshifu? They go with a Clefable and a Venu.
Yeah, Clefairy was like a really good pick with the Gravity Force into a Buzzwole, into well, almost all of them, because Buzzwole, Trevenant, and Urshifu all having dashes, so locking them down with Gravity could be huge there.
I totally agree with you there. And a Pikachu. Pikachu has been probably the star of the show today, with how much it's been doing, causing havoc for the whole games. So,
oh yeah, we've seen a lot of wonderful Pikachu play today,
Yeah.
and let's see if Luigi can actually like show off his Pikachu skills as well.
So Ian, who has got the better draft? In my opinion, I think Squishy Squad have looked at Misfits draft and they've taken.
Yes, I do think Squishy Squad their draft is looking phenomenal, but I never doubt out Misfits because they have some fantastic players as well, and of course, like the Beamersaur can do a lot of work as well. Paired up with a good Lucario, you could just wipe the team as well if you want to.
I totally agree with you there. So for the second game today, we have got Rosem on the Slowbro, Dira on the Mew, Dox on the Clefable, Kura on the Lucario, Smiley Face Venu, and for Squishy Squad we got Luigi cooking up something special on the Pikachu, Sampage on the Trevenant, GeoGlitch with the Hooper, Indo on the Buzzywole, and Burton on the Kung Fu Panda.
Indeed, I love how the Pikachu's already wearing his like cooking outfit, so we know he's gonna cook.
Yeah, Luigi looking to cook. Now let's see where they all go. So, Lucario and Clefable up top, Smiley Face Venu in the middle, and the Mew and Slowbro down bottom. Meanwhile, for Squishy Squad, we've got Pikachu and Trevenant down bottom. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, we got a Hooper assisting the Urshifu and Buzzwole trying to defend the pad on his own, with the Lucario dunking in with the Clefable there. But the Clefable might be pushing itself. No, the Lucario pushes them away.
Yes, a good little sequence there from their side.
Yes, I totally agree with you there. With Pikachu, it's a little bit of stalemate. Pikachu and Trevenant just getting their levels up, making sure they're all good, with both junglers going up top.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see who can do the most work on the top lane then. Of course, and Blue Shifu is like having a lot of pressure early with their early ganks, so definitely look towards Urshifu to make a lot of difference in this upcoming fight.
I totally think that's I agree with you. And here come the first Swablues and Altarias. And
a big double kill with the slam there from Indo there. Wonderful stuff. Burton is just looking towards taking down the Venu as well. What he does. Lovely play there.
Yeah, and I agree with you that Burton is giving a taste of what Misfits did to Squishy Squad in the first game with the Urshifu absolutely running wild like Hulkamania, and he goes in for the invade. He's invading their jungle now.
Oh yeah, he is showing that he is like a menace to deal with right now. Yeah. He can just like chase away their jungler, take them down, take the buffs, take everything.
Yeah, he
doesn't care.
He's like, yeah, I'm your jungler now. You're going to have to deal with it, and I'm going to run absolute havoc on you. But the Venu takes down the Urshifu, but at the cost of Trevenant finally getting to its level 5 and Pikachu there as well. Hooper takes down the Ivysaur. Meanwhile, it's a macho fight of the powers of the century of Luca and Buzzwole to a stalemate, and now Buzzywole is going to go into the middle and take all the Altarias and Swablues for himself.
Yeah. Clefable is still a Cleffa. It's not really going well as he finally hits his Clefable there. Yeah. It took him a while.
Yeah, Doc's looking to get there with that amazing plays that he's been doing throughout the weeks, he's finally at a level 5 Clefable at the 7 mark. He probably would have wanted it to be at 8, but Boswell takes down the Luca. It's a 3v1 situation going into the first Reggies.
Oh, yeah, and it seems like they all will be rotating to the bottom Reggie there. Buswell does actually stay on the top side.
Yeah, we normally see a 1v1, but Boswell is looking to just defend top by himself, whilst it's a 4v3, it looks 4v4. With Venu coming down, making it a 5v4. Urshifu running wild, taking out the Fable. Mew ults. Venu takes out the Kung Fu Panda. Mew there.
But a big turn of event. Misfits really just like taking over the fight. Of course, they're the first dead there, but they do turn off this fight beautifully. Yes. It's only the Pikachu left there.
Lovely
That's a Reggie for Misfits there.
Yeah.
So that's the Pikachu being really low right now.
Yes, all thanks to that amazing play by the beams of the
Oh,
Venu.
what a wonderful play from Venu there.
What is this? Slowbro and beams. Just amazing there. Buzzwell having to come down, but then he realizes, where is my team? And they're all gone. Goes in for the ult.
Lovely 26 overcap as well, as they are just doing a phenomenal job so far, zoning away the Trevenant here as well.
Meanwhile, Reggie Lecky is still up at this moment in time. Who would you say has had the first best 5 minutes of the game so far?
Well, after this fight, it's hard to not give it to Misfits, but like the first gank from Squishy Squad was beautiful, but this fight around Reggie was really just a fantastic showing from Misfits. So I do think it's, once again, quite an equal game with both teams having some great moments.
Yes. And Venu is level 12 within the first 5 minutes.
That ulti onto their tier 1 was beautiful. His ulti into a beam, taking out 3 men with it. That was wonderful.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect this at all, this kind of game. We've had this looks like this week is the upset week.
It might be.
And with the first 5 minutes gone, it is 1-3-3 to Squishy Squad, 1-3-1 to Misfits. Just 2-point lead going into the second 5 minutes left of the game. And now we've got some big plays there. Hooper Portland back. Urshifu going for the single shot. Kamekameha by the Lucario there. Being all Dragon Ball Z. But a nice beam taking out the Urshifu by the Venu. Now it's all about trying to defend it for Squishy Squad. As the Hooper travels down to maybe go for a... No, he's going to go and try and dunk. But meanwhile, Squishy Squad push it in. And they leave the gold there with 35 points left. Pikachu running absolutely wild right there. But the Hooper ults, and now they need to secure this Regirock. Otherwise, they will be in some trouble there, Iron.
Oh yeah, Squishy Squad played these last few fights wonderfully. Really like putting it back into their own hands as they do now pressure up onto the tier 1 goal.
Pikachu,
looking to take it down.
Pikachu taking out Lucario. Buzzwell flinching them for a second, but everyone sacrificing themselves so that Buzzwell can score with that big 44. But a little bit of an overcap there. Still not enough.
Oh yeah, but another big few kills from the Venusaur there. They do look to, and they do take down the Urshifu. They were looking for it, and they do get it in the end. The Venus was already level 13. Only their Buswell is actually the same level.
Yeah.
But that jungler is like lacking behind a little bit there.
Yeah, seems like this smiley face person is absolutely running the show for Misfits.
Oh yeah, he's playing fantastically so far.
And with that being said, we have got Reggie Lecky coming up in 25 seconds. I think that really it's Squishy Squad that need to farm up because they can't seem to handle this Venu. They need that Urshifu at 13 or 14.
Oh yeah, the Venu being already level 14 is really big. He's going to be the most important Pokemon to deal with in that fight. So just see how much damage he does with one beam.
And now this is probably the most important Reggie Lecky battle for both teams there. One to pressure and one to counter.
Oh yeah, but I do think that both teams rather not die for this one and rather just play a little bit safer here. As you can see, none of them is really pushing towards it.
Misfits going on that defensive positioning there with making sure that the Reggie Lecky is not taken and that they can't get really into position for the Ray fight in 10 seconds. With this, now with 3 seconds left, we go into the Ray fight. Can Squishy Squad defend it, or are they going to go for the steal?
But it seems like Urshu is actually looking towards getting a score in.
Yeah, he's hiding in there, getting attacked by the Clay Doll, but Venu more focused about getting. He's level 15. He's level 15 now. But meanwhile, they are going for the attack. Venu chasing the Kung Fu Panda now up top, but it's just pokes at this moment in time.
Oh yeah, but they do have to take the Quasar now. They should know that they are not in the lead.
Yeah.
That they need to win the Quasar to get the game.
A 90-point.
So I'm really interested to see how they will start this fight.
Yeah, 90-point diff there. And with Urshifu hiding in the bush and Luca running around, I think that they're going to wait for the last minute and go all out. With nice beams there by the Venu and the Mew. Now they have to go for it. They've seen that they're down now, and now that they need to rip it.
Oh, wonderful ulti. They just take down all of Squishy's quote with that ulti. Wonderful play by Misfit this one.
And with that being said, it looks like it's 2-0.
It does seem like it. Let the Hundo Burgers reign in.
Yes, indeedios.
A wonderful play refight by Misfits here as they do take all the scores in. They are back in the lead. They just have to defend now. And it should be a 2-0 for Misfits.
And I did not see this coming at all here.
Hey, Misfit is really surprising us today.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it was a good team, but Squishy Squad is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But they are like taking it to them.
This Venu has literally stolen the show for Misfits. And with that, the Hooper goes down by the Lucario. 1 second left. Nothing more that they can do. Game over. 2-0 Misfits going into the final game.
That's such a wonderful play, and again, it was like such a good game throughout the whole match. Like both teams played really well, and once again, it was really close. But Misfit just etching it out on the Ray fights right now.
Yes, and 15 kills by the Venu.
Oh yeah, and 110k damage as well. The Venu was a menace.
As we see, the beams work. And Slowbro.
Slowbro.
They don't want Misfits having it as they cooked with it.
Oh yeah, Beamosaur has been fantastic as well as they want to pick away the Mew as well. Interesting, Mew is a first pick here.
Mm-hmm. And with that, they look to counter that with maybe a Trevenant and a Blissey there, Iron.
Yes, Blissey, of course, still one of the better supports open at the moment. And Trevenant, we've seen Trevenant, I think, in all the matches in this, between Squeeze Squad and Misfits, and it's doing really well. So understandably, they picked that one up, but that means that the Hoopa is actually still available. The Squish Squad is going to lock that in once again, and potentially a Talonflame?
Yeah, maybe.
Nah,
maybe
they baited us. It's going to be a leg there.
Darn you, Squishy Squad, for debating everyone in chat, getting excited, seeing a Talon. But
we would have loved the Talon for sure, but there comes the Urshifu once again.
Yeah. They did cause havoc for Misfits in game 1 there. Now that Bino has been taken away from Misfits, they've gone back to the game 1 Urshifu.
Oh yeah, as well as a Pikachu, of course. We've seen a lot of Pikachu today, so we know what the Pikachu can do. On the other side, it seems like they will go for a double tank with blasters in there. No, again not.
No.
We're getting a Leafeon and a Decidueye.
Yeah, we've seen
Very
a
interesting.
lot of Decidueyes today, Iron. That I don't think we've seen that much in the weeks past.
Oh, can we get the Sarah? Give it to it. There we got the Sarah Aura. Let's go.
I can finally
We
say
love that.
Zera Aura. Zera. And
Zerora.
it'll do as icons go Zorok. But
Yeah, I'm surprised that we haven't seen no Zorak today either.
yeah,
But yeah,
and a comfy too. But every team to their own picks. But we will see if Squishy Squad can get that crucial point, because it doesn't matter if you're 2-0 down. In this league, Iron, every point counts in every game.
definitely. And both of these teams, of course, want to get all of those points. Misfits is, I think, sitting on the same points as us. Squish Squad, of course, they joined a little bit later, so they lack a few points, so they definitely want to get all the points they can as well to move up in the rankings.
But for the final time today, we've got Sampichi of Squishy Squad on the Snorlax with some lovely skins. Mew, Luigi, GW6, Hooper, Indo on the Leafeon, Burden on the Decidueye. For Misfits, we've got Rosem on the Trevenant, Dira on the Pika Pika, Dox on the Blissey, Kung Fu Panda, Korra, and Smiley Face Zeraora. And here we go for the final game of tonight.
Oh yeah, really looking forward to this one. Seeing some Zeraora love in this game.
Yes, and up top we got Indu and Glitch up there with the Hooper and Leafeon. Jungling is the Rowlet. Down bottom we got the Mew and the Snorlax. For Misfits we got the Pikachu and Trevenant. Jungling for them is a combination of Kung Fu Panda and Blissey, and Zeraora is up top all on his own.
Oh, Zeraora, of course, wonderful Pokemon. I love to play it myself, but it still obviously is a little bit late when it gets his move. So
yeah,
it needs some grinding to go.
Is it a strange pick that they've gone for Zeraora and then Urshifu, both needing that crucial level 5? I think that in my opinion that it could work late game, but early game they're going to struggle, Misfits.
Well, Korra is now coming in with an Urshifu, and we all know how strong an Urshifu is in like the first gank. It can definitely wipe up this whole team if it wants to.
Yes. And with that, here come the first Altarius and Swablu. Coming in, trying to steal. We see how strong Leafeon's been. And Hooper gets out there just in time. Leafeon out there as well. Rowlet protecting his squad. And Urshifu is down. Zeraora might go down too. Yes, he does. Squishy Squad coming back with a vengeance up top.
Oh yes, a fantastic fight from Squishy Squad there. Really take advantage of the aggressive style
Meanwhile, it's a
of Misfits there.
2v1 situation with the Mew, the Trevenant, and the Pika. And now both junglers go back into the jungle, trying to get that important level 7 for the Rowlet. Meanwhile, Pikachu takes out the Mew, leaving Snorlax again on his own for a 2v1 situation. And now here we come for the first birds.
Oh yeah, the bot lane is really in favor of Misfits so far, it seems like.
Yeah.
But there comes the rest of Misfits taking down the Pika. But they let the Urshifu to just stack there.
Yeah, that's going to be... Does Urshifu actually have stacking items on? I wasn't too sure. I saw a muscle band, a razor, and a weakness policy, so...
Well, if it goes for one score, I bet that they are stacking, because why else would you dive in for 1 point?
That is true. And with that, we've got the whole of Misfits down bottom defending it in a 4v3 situation, whilst 2v1 Hooper, Leafeon trying to defend from the Urshifu with 10 seconds left until the Reggies appear. This is going to be crucial. Both teams evenly matched Iron, but as we see, maybe if Squishy Squad get that first Reggie down bot, they might be able to get that level advantage over them.
Oh yeah, but it seems like that it will for now be a potential 4v5 on the side of Misfits having the man advantage, with the Legion still staying top. So this might as well become a fight for Misfits.
Yeah, Misfits grouping together as one big unit, trying to make sure that they zone, so that this Urshifu could have big Decidueye taking out the Zeraora. Big heavy slam there, taking out Tree. And now, Misfits are backing off. Great decision there, and now Squishy Squad can rip it for themselves. Nice Spirit Shackle out by the Decidueye.
Oh yeah, a wonderful fight from Squish Squad. Potentially in it was like a 4v5 and
Yeah.
they still managed to take the fight. Wonderfully done.
A lovely
But
knock.
there comes Misfits.
Yeah, a lovely knock there by Squishy Squad, allowing for that Snorlax to get that heavy slam in to scare them away. This is a better performance, I'd say, by Squishy Squad than we've seen so far in the last two
Definitely,
games.
but Misfit does take this fight beautifully as well.
Yeah. Nothing that the Snorlax can really do when there's a rapid Urshifu taking you down. Meanwhile, top has gone to Squishy Squad there with them getting the Reggie Lecky. And now a two-step Emerald Fusion there, taking out two members of Misfits. And Leafeon coming down, being a difference maker, pushing them back, and maybe breaking the 2-1 goal.
Misfits really overstaying the welcome a little bit too long, giving Squishy Squad the time to get back down, but maybe they overstayed a little bit too long now, but they do potentially get away with the portal here.
Yes, they do. And now it's Misfits now coming back to get revenge on them, it seems. But Pikachu up on his own, farming, making sure nobody gets any dunks in, whilst Urshifu and Blissey go in for the bees to level up more.
Oh yeah, getting up your levels is really important, especially in a match like this one where all the little details make it can change the whole game.
Lovely beam attack there by the Mew and Leafeon right there. And a nice ult there by the Pikachu trying to take its owl down, but the Leaf Tornado prevails.
Oh yeah, was really close to taking down the Decidueye, but the only thing that happened was him paying with his life. But there comes the Zeraora just taking down the Decidueye. He had enough of it.
And now, big Snorlax ult there, trying to defend the tier 1 goal with a Blissey, Trevenant, and Zeraora now ripping the Regice. Seems to me that Hooper might have something on the trip. Here comes the Kung Fu Panda, and here comes Hyperspace Port. The Hooper ult there. And who was it that got it?
I think it was the Blissey with the ulti there.
Yeah, the Bliss assist, running through, stealing the Regice under the nose of Squishy Squad, and making Trevenant a much more tankier mon with its ult. And now here come the scores in for Misfits. And a closer game now, with it being 1-2-9 to 2-1-2.
Oh yeah, just like the first two games, it's once again another really close match here. But it seems like Squishy Squad will actually look to push this tier 1 here, with only a Zeraora being able to defend it, but he gets taken down. There's so much damage going through.
Meanwhile, Pikachu dunking a big 40 up top, uncontested. But at that cost, the tier 1 goal is now gone from Misfits.
Oh yeah, but it seems like they might be able to rip it in time, or the Decidueye has some different ideas. No, they do actually retreat here. They might actually just give away the Reggie for free.
Yeah, I don't think really that they had enough firepower there, Iron, to rip the Reggie with the Urshifu and Zeraora farming up, and just a Pikachu, Trevenant, and a Blissey there.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
It seems like they will have enough time to actually deal with this.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
But I think that they would rather prioritise that their Zeraora and their Urshifu get up to the strong levels. As you see, Zeraora's 14, Urshifu is 12, while Squishy Squad are around the 12 to 13, 11 mark. This Zeraora is going to be...
Oh yeah, but a level 14 Zeraora is going to be big, especially because it got his Discharge Plus there, so it's going to do a lot of damage if it lands it perfectly.
Yes. So
if I were Squishy Squad, I won't group up too much, because if you get caught into the Zeraora, then you're not gonna like that.
Yes, and for the final time today, we have got Rayquaza appearing. Are we going to see Squishy Squad defend it because they don't really need it, or are we going to see some backcapping or a big push by Misfits maybe?
It seems like Misfits is looking to get a look at a back cap, but they don't know that it's being heavily guarded by the Decidueye here.
Yeah.
See, now finally, level 40 Zeraora just narrowly escapes with the jump pad there. If he was being taken out, it could have been ugly there.
And Leafeon guarding the pad there away from the Urshifu.
But as soon as the 1 minute hit, Misfits know that they do have to fight this.
And with the last minute of the game coming up, we'll see what can happen. Big beam there by the Mew. Trying to take down Trevin. And Trevin escapes barely. Squishy Squad. Misfits know that they need to get it. And a big portal there by Squishy Squad. Stunning the Urshifu. But Rapid strikes. 2-step Emerald Fusion. Owl takes out Zero Aura. Tree is trying to work on it all in by himself. It's now a 2v2 situation. Pikachu ult. Knock knock. Who's there? Decidueye. Decidueye who? Goodbye, Blissey.
Oh yeah, a fantastic fight from both teams. And Squishy Squad does manage to take this fight in the end.
Yeah.
Wonderfully done. With 20 seconds left and most of Misfits still down, this will mean that it will be a victory for Squishy Squad. Squishy Squad.
Yes.
Ugh.
Squishy Squad.
It's getting harder.
Yeah, getting through today, and the Owl takes it. And that is GG's for game number 3, guys.
Will this 32 be? Oh, they didn't get the 32 in. I don't think it would have mattered, but
No.
would have been fun.
But that now makes it Squishy Squad 1, Misfits 2 for the final game of tonight.
Definitely a wonderful series. I don't think many of us would have expected that it would be a 2-1 for Misfits instead of like a 2-1 for Squishy Squad, but well done. Well done to all teams tonight, but we've seen some fantastic games and some big upsets as well.
Yes,